Hey everybody, I'm Brian Posehn, comedian, writer, actor, nerd. I've been playing D&D with my friends for a long time. I decided to do a new podcast where we play Dungeons & Dragons in my very own dining room with my wife, kid, and my noisy dogs. So meet my friends,
Sarah,
Ken,
Dan,
Blaine.
Now it's time for another episode of Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker, Season 2.
What's up, guys? I'm just starting this in what episode? Episode 13.
No, just a regular episode, but you didn't say what the show is called.
Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker.
Right on.
What?
Thanks, buddy.
I thought
Sleepy
this was
time.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
What's Blake talking about?
No idea.
As we say all the time.
All the time.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, don't flip the mic over.
Flip the mic.
And today I'm Velociraptor.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, well, I'll let you get back to that.
And don't forget to drop by
He's
the
actually
dentist.
doing the
I know. I was like, don't turn your back on him.
terrifying.
Velociraptor.
I love you, buddy.
So, hi everybody.
He just waved Velociraptor style. I'm going to turn my phone off, but
I am Kenneth M.
That was Brian.
No, I lost my fucking wedding ring today, and I didn't even tell Melanie. But somebody just found it for me.
Oh, thank
It
goodness.
was at work. It was
my
in
God.
wardrobe. It was in, I put it in left in a pocket. But
I once, I used to run a stand-up show. You remember the Beat Kitchen, Brian? You performed there a few times now. I used to run a comedy show
Yeah,
there
I love
every
that place.
Tuesday. And I once lost my wedding ring, and it went under the stage. And, like, the stage doesn't have, like, things you can take apart. Like, it's not like they stored lights under it or anything. It
Right.
just went bing, 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 bing.
Oh, yeah, I know
And
that
it
stage.
was, like, under where no one had gone before. And I lost my mind. I was like, I don't know
yeah,
what.
that building's pretty run down.
Oh man, it's so old and just like it's got just years and
I
years
love it,
of
but,
like minor threat beer spills. And
Yes,
stuff.
for sure.
So like I told the guy Gomez who runs it, I was like, look, I don't know what to do if you just see it. If some band stomps hard enough that it comes like spit out, and that dude, and this is why I'll always love the Beat Kitchen, brought in a crew and took apart the stage to go get my wedding ring the
Holy
next
shit.
day.
How
on,
did
like, a
it get off
Wednesday.
your hand and under the state? Like, what happened?
I lost a bunch of weight. I lost like 50 pounds, and I'm also twitchy. So, and Victoria hates that I do this. I just like slide
Yeah,
it up
twist
and
it
down.
on, yeah.
Just get all just like.
I've had it fly off before when I had lost, but luckily I gained weight back. Thanks, Uber Eats.
And hi, new fans. Talking about.
Oh, yeah, we didn't introduce everybody. That's
Hey, before we introduce everybody, let
Ken's
me tell a story
gonna-
about me when I lost my butt plug at the Holocaust Museum.
oh my god.
What?
That's how Blaine relieves stress.
What?
Uh,
I was just using the bathroom. I had to buy something at the gift shop, but they wouldn't let me use the bathroom.
Can I please, Sarah, Ken, Dan, Blaine?
Hey, hi.
We never
Hi.
did that part. Hi, everybody. Haven't done the mailbag in a while. We got quite a few things in the PO box in the last couple of months, so I thought I'd fire through them, and then also some might be from people handing me money at live shows. But I have a stack of stuff to get through quickly. I won't read everything. This is from hello from the mystical realm of Austin, Texas. This guy's been a fan for a while. He and I have talked before. He runs a morning show. The guy's name is Alex D. He did these perler beads of all of us. That's pretty much me done perler bead style. And then, of course,
Right on. That's me, probably.
no, what's the? I think that's a more famous. Isn't that an actual D&D? That looks familiar.
It looks
to me,
like
though.
the Tomb of Annihilation guy, right?
Yeah. Is that what
yeah,
it's supposed to
but I
be?
do think that might be Tom Doretto.
And then, who's that? Is that?
Stephen King.
No, he's done all the.
It's a wizard hat.
But he's. I think he did almost all of us. Is that?
Ooh, that's
That's
cool.
Bodhi for sure.
That's probably Bodhi. Yeah.
It might be Twee.
Is that Twee?
I think that's Twee.
Blue-faced wizard head.
Some elves, yeah.
These are cool. Was Esmeralda?
That's probably
here?
Esmeralda.
Yeah. Who's this like little? That looks like that might be Twee.
Is that me? Do I look like that?
Like
at 8
your
bit? Or you
Gago?
kidding?
Anyway, they're cool.
Is that your Gago
Yeah,
guy?
these are
Is
super
that
cool.
Jared?
I don't think so.
It was like,
What's that? It's a frog mailbox guy.
What's Chaotic Good? Oh, they're a company that we've done work with, right?
I don't remember.
Oh, well,
It's a good alignment.
I got a check that I can't even cash for $6.66 from Chaotic Good. It's a nerd poker. Let's see. Dear Brian or that's not how you spell Blaine. Blaze wanted to give you this at the annual McCrafferty Christmas party, but got too drunk to make it out in my house. Love you anyway. What? I don't even know.
I think it's from
this
your
is-
wife.
This is Nug Nug. Wearing a little helmet.
drinking with the red eyes.
This is from some cash I got from Two Nerd Poker from Pat Hagar, Thrundle Thump, and Ben Carras is a Hufflepuff. Some cash from them.
Sounds
I
like
don't know
you're
what
having an
town that
allergic
was in.
reaction.
Huh, where was that? Oh, that must have been while I was in Connecticut. That was a while ago. Oh my God. What's this say? Be more kisses?
I thought it said bionic
Or
nougat.
8 more kisses, or 3 more, or
Fewer kisses.
13 more kisses.
13 more kisses. I heart nerd poker, Melissa. Long live Eternia porn. All right.
Yeah, more like jerkle.
It was embarrassing that I knew what that meant.
To Bodie, Tom, and Twee from the.
One in the pink core, 2 in the stink core. No, it's 2 in the pink core, 1 in the stink core.
Let Brian finish saying
This is $50 in cash from
Wow.
to Bodie, Tom, and Twee from the Fellowship of Pflugerville. Silu, Opal, Iwani, Hitana, and Empavius Goldfrapp.
Gold. Oh, of the Hampton Gold Fraps.
Keep us laughing, NP.
From
Thanks.
Owa, Tana, Sayam.
That's very nice. Thank you very much.
Dear Nerd Poker guys, and hopefully Sarah Gazzardo soon. Wow, it paid off.
I'm here now.
Very nice. And then they wrote Trace some dicks. Sincerely,
Will do.
Sincerely, Jeff Eichener. P.S. Blaine Capatch is still my celebrity boyfriend.
Aww.
And he
Don't
gave
tell
us
my
20
celebrity
bucks.
wife.
Nice.
She'll
Thanks for the
celebrity kill
cash.
me.
Got a $10 bill with some elf ears drawn on our friend here, and it says "Monies to Nerd Poker." See Monty and the Obliterators, yay D&D. Hi friends, hi Brian, and a Martha Mon we trust. And then at the bottom it says spaghetti. There's a tattoo person in Winnipeg, Carly Montgomery. Thanks, Carly. She did
Oh, that's awesome.
this drawing of me. I think that's the same person. I believe. Their Twitter is at Product Ghoul, or Product
That's great.
Producty Ghoul is how it's spelled out. But yeah, isn't that great?
That's awesome.
Pretty nice pencil drawing
Brand
of
it.
my
Hang
goofy
it.
ass face.
Very, very cool.
Oh, I thought it was Santa Claus.
He's kind of friendlier than me. There is a Santa Claus thing happening. Yeah. And then,
You know, if you kill Santa Claus, you become Santa Claus.
is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim Allen made $1 million off of that idea.
Just
And
a
also,
million?
if you kill Jungle to Jungle, you become Jungle to Jungle too.
And that's it, actually. So thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
I'll
Yeah,
be
thanks,
quicker
everybody.
about the next the next
to
stuff that
send
comes through
weird
the
shit
PO
and
box.
stuff.
Yeah, please. Thanks. Those perler bead things. We should take a
that's
picture
Oh,
of them.
I'm gonna
'cause
go grab my camera. We'll take
Yeah,
some
they're
pictures
really
and put 'em
neat.
out.
Really neat. Thanks, you guys.
Donko.
I would like to thank some patrons too, if,
Yeah, why
if
don't
you don't
you?
mind. You know these.
I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, what do you think? You fucking Patreon.
Yeah,
Hurry the fuck up, Dan. Let's get to it.
I got your Patreon right here.
my God.
Fucking hanging.
Thank you, Perp Scrup. Really appreciate it, Perp Scrup.
Get that at Bed and Body Work, Bath Body Works.
Thank you, Erskine James.
Yep.
Thank you,
I agree with that name.
Great, terrific,
Thank you, Alan Manerick.
terrific, very good.
Thank you, Brittany Goldsmith.
Of
Thanks,
course.
Brittany.
Thank you, at the real Skeletor's dick.
Okay.
That's different from regular Skeletor's dick.
Somebody's squatting.
Wait, though. Could Skeletor's dick sue him?
Oh my god, that's a great point. That's his
Mattel
birth
can
name.
sue
Now
all
there's
of
going to
them.
be a bunch of like Mr.
don't take
Skeletor's
Mattel.
dick, and like the real Skeletor's dick. You can just mix it up all day long.
Oh man, he could come
Underscore
in
underscore Skeletor's underscore.
here. Thank you, Steamy Ray Vaughn. Thank
Is
you.
it Steamy Rave on?
I think that might be part of the joke. Thank you, the ghosted.
The ghost what? Really? I can't wait.
It surprised me. I didn't read it beforehand.
What? No.
It's that good?
There's no way that
Well,
this
that's
can live up to whatever's
disappointing.
happening in Dan right now.
Got me. Okay.
Can I read it?
No. Do you want to?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna highlight it. Ready? And you got to dive in. Like, there's got to be.
Right, just
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually.
like I'm doing that character
I'm gonna-
Stefan.
and I'm gonna
reading the
type
teleprompter.
I'm gonna type it on just a text edit
dungeon
file.
has
by
everything.
Oh my
myself.
god, you guys. This is going to be like the lost work of
This
Shakespeare.
Thanksgiving, if you're in Manhattan, the club to check out is.
All right, ready? Thank this Patreon, please, Brian.
Going to your mic?
HP Fridays.
Shut.
Now that's the Ghost and Mr. Dickin. It wasn't even that great.
Well, it couldn't be after all that build-up, but I don't. I couldn't say it out loud.
That's pretty good.
I didn't even hear it. What?
The Ghost and Mr. Dickin.
Okay.
Do you get the original reference? Okay.
Should
There's
I?
the
What if
Ghost and Mr. Chicken, but it's really a blame.
It's a Don Knotts
did you
movie for
send that
78
in?
years
Is
ago.
that you? Yeah.
No,
it's-
that's
No.
a Dana Gould guest send in.
It's a 50-year-old movie, right? Or
I would have
more?
gone.
Yeah,
I would have
yeah.
gone with Mr. Limpet if I was doing a dick joke.
Exactly.
A Dick Don Knotts joke, you mean? Yeah.
Also, thank you for whom the dice roll, and
All
tha-
right.
There
and
you go.
thank you, abandoned as a child at Fashion Bug.
Oh,
Ooh,
Is that Patton? Who knows Fashion Bug?
fabric, Joanne Fabric.
Fashion Bug's an East Coast thing, right?
Maybe I had
Or
one
did
near
you have
me.
it? Oh, well, you're
yeah,
Midwest. But
yeah, exactly. I was Chicago, so
Chicago.
There's a fashion bug that's been going around, makes my ass look huge.
But did you have Fashion Bug?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I heard Patton use the reference, and I had
I've never
never,
heard
I
of
had never heard of it growing
Yeah,
up.
it's back
'cause-
east.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's they don't have a distribution thing. It's kind of the way that there's not a Waffle House out west.
Did you guys have Sinclair Gas? I didn't have that. I didn't see it till I.
Waffle
No, I don't think we do. We do now.
Oh,
Right.
Okay.
With the dinosaur.
What happened in episode 12? It was like so long ago.
I know it was many eons ago. You guys took a little trip into the woods to try and find Dessa, a half-elf student at the Gostel Mage College, and it turns out she has been dabbling in some drow darkness. She has
Like that sex cult with the small girl chick.
From last episode.
Smallville. Yeah.
yeah, that's a
Smallville.
real
That
weird
thing we're
TV
cutting
show
out
not
of
to
the
get
other
right. You guys are heading back from the woods back to the Mage Tower. You met a quaggoth named Heglish. This very, very old hermit guy.
He didn't look too quack.
Cut.
So, as you guys head back, you start to talk more about what you're doing back at the Mage Tower. You've already sort of secured the bottom 15 floors, but near the top is a book that talks about why the Drow Cave was sealed off in the woods, the one that Dessa was exploring with some Drow. And whereas you thought maybe Dessa was out in the woods, now you find out she was out in the woods a while ago. Now she might be in the Mage Tower with some Drow elves.
Trying to get the cloak out of the thing.
Correct. So, Master Magnus, the most senior mage professor, left after there was a bit of a reckoning, is walking you guys from the woods back to campus. And you reach the clearing of Gostel.
Is there a way for you to turn off the defenses on that tower, please?
He's like, wow, I really don't know if we want to do that. I don't know if I could, at least not fast. It's really designed to take a long time to break down the defenses. And
Was he going to go
You
with
charm
us?
You
Go
can
with
charm
him, man,
us.
yeah,
Can't you
and
charm
as-
us?
he says yes. The 5 of us, 6 if you count that gross looking fairy in your backpack, can go up
baby
the
Bjorn.
tower and explore, but we have to keep some of the magic in place. I mean, he's like, if we just start dispelling everything, first of all, it'll take a while. Second of all, that tree that started growing inside the mage tower could explode open the whole mage tower.
He just meant so we can get up to the different levels.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, let's.
And the concern with the tree is that
definitely-
it's gonna, like, any kind of attack on it is gonna make it spread or something. Or?
He says, my concern with the tree is you'll notice when you go up the various floors, it's mostly meditation rooms. There's like a sauna, there's libraries, but that used to be a meditation room. There used to just be kneeling cushions and books, and a small sort of Feywild ecosystem appears to be growing in there. I mean, there's a tree. He's like,
Typical dorm.
I don't know how the roots are seeded, but it looks like there's dirt in that room. It looks like that pollen is some sort of magic dust. It looks like Jesus Christ, Sam, our engineer, again dropping stuff the entire time.
We did the last episode too, so
And
My interferon.
he said, I don't know how all that got in the tower. I'm concerned that Archmage Sermanic has either been a series of illusions for a couple of days, or that Dessa was slowly getting indoctrinated by these drow and has just been like bringing in different magic spells and artifacts and outsiders and hiding them away in the upper floors, and that we could all be in deep shit. He's like, but yeah, Dessa's a teenager. She's in way over her head. I'm concerned about her, but I'm pissed because she got people killed. This is a big deal. So
Okay, so let's head up.
yeah.
yeah, and as you get there, it's still night. It's going to be morning soon.
Hey, what happened to our cook?
So she set up a little tent and she slept out there and nobody thought to go get her. So you notice that there's a little tent set up by where all your horses are tied off. And you're like, oh, Typha's in there.
Okay, good. She's fine.
Did you want to bring Typha up?
She's probably cooking.
Master
delicious
Magnus
things for us.
kind of notices you guys look over there and goes, I mean, I'm not opposed to bringing more people. I don't know if you have anyone.
Sure,
in
I'll go.
mind.
She wanted some adventure. I can go grab her. I just was thinking about eggs because it was almost morning, so that's what made me think about her, to be honest. But I was actually gonna. I can go grab her, and maybe she.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So you head over there, and Typha says, oh, hi. Yeah. I'll go up with you. Can I fight?
Yeah. Hopefully.
She shows you she's still got the dagger strapped to her.
Cool.
She goes, I slept with this because things seem dangerous. So yeah, she's ready to go. Master Magnus flags over one of the older students that's kind of running around, and he says, this guy Piotr is a really good mage. He's young, but I don't want to take any of the other instructors away from what they're doing, keeping everything safe. So I say we bring Piotr up here with us.
Piotr
Okay.
and Odessa.
Where's Piotr from?
Odessa?
Asparagus?
Odessa.
Who's Odessa?
Odessa.
Dessa, yes. Just
Odessa.
Odessa. What were you saying?
Nothing.
Okay. If it's jokes, I want to hear the jokes, but I'm also going to miss the jokes because I'm doing exposition, which everyone's...
No, move on.
I hear singing in the background, too.
It's Rhodes.
Okay, cool. What's he singing?
The Jurassic Park theme song. Is it? Yeah. I can hear it.
That song has lyrics.
We made some up.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, we actually did.
Do you want to share?
No.
Are you sure?
No, it's
the
part of a
obvious
lot of dinosaurs. And
Yeah.
There are dinosaurs.
Jurassic Park. Don't get out of the truck. There was one of them. Yeah.
Don't get out of the truck is great.
One of the lines. He and I did it one day.
Okay.
And Master Magnus says, we could get Oakendoink.
No.
No, we need him to be able to soothe the students with his
You're like my
dulcet.
manager. We can get
flute
Oakendoink for you. Oakendoink will open for you. He'll fly himself up to Portland.
I think Doink is already in Portland.
So, okay, you guys head up the tower, and so you go into the first floor, and there's sort of a receiving room that you recognize. You got stuck there a lot when you were getting the runaround and sending Zaris up, never to be seen again. And you're reminded that 2 students are still either dead or hostages up there somewhere. Zaris and Rodney. So,
Not funny, Dan.
Master Piotr
Master.
Piotr goes up to you, Bodhi, and he goes, I cast a charm on you. You can go up to the top floors now.
Well, la-di-da. Do you have to be weird about it?
He's like, that's how high ranking I am here.
Okay.
And then Master Magnus steps over and says, he's so proud because he can only do that on 1 person per day. And so he's making sure someone noticed he used his,
I'm
his
the right.
spell.
All right.
Piotr kind of like shakes his head and he's like, look, I just want him to know that I'm trustworthy.
I choose you.
And he just comes across like a super embarrassingly proud college freshman. So Master Magnus goes around to the rest of you and casts the charm spells on you. And he kind of rolls his eyes and goes over to Bodhi's satchel and kind of like waves his hand where you know that Gago is passed out. You realize he actually is casting a separate spell for him.
That's hilarious.
You start heading up. You notice on the second floor there are students still cleaning up the carnage. There's a lot of blood and bodies up there. And Master Magnus actually stops and says, I wouldn't mind kind of learning some of what these guys have found here. 3 corpses of invaders in particular, as much as I'd like to mourn my friends. And so he pulls one of the students aside and no interesting things in the pockets of the drow and the lunar elf that were
Cool. We didn't even.
the lunar elf kind of exploded, so you
we
never
probably
really
should have.
Yeah.
I feel like we usually check people's.
Usually you
got
do, but
distracted.
this was a little rushed. I mean, you guys were in
That's right.
pretty thick combat.
I got like a little sphere, a little glass sphere.
That was, I believe, the first
A
guy
bauble?
that you killed that you threw out the window tied to a chair, right?
Yeah.
First
You
of
got that off of? Oh, yeah. So
Ho, ho, ho. Now we have a machine gun.
he does, however, say, one thing I noticed that's interesting was one of the fighters was male, mage was a woman, fighter was a male, the assassin was a woman, and the priestess was a woman. But I got the impression from talking to Heglish, the Quaggoth in the woods, that he was talking to 2 drow women named Parashri and Vyesta. And it sounds like only maybe the assassin was a woman drow.
So there's at least one other.
So there's, he's
if
like,
not 2.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah. So he said, based on, and you've also fought 2 drow upstairs in the flaming curtain room with the dazzling lights. They were both male. And there was a lunar elf you threw out up top. So he says, minimum, there is 1 drow female unaccounted for in this sort of invading force.
Right. Okay.
He's not sure which it is, but he's already like, you might have killed one, you might not have, but we should be very careful because it sounds like they're, that drow's either in the woods stalking us right now, or she's in the mage tower waiting for us.
All right.
So you guys keep heading up. You get past a couple of the floors you recognize with just everything was scorched and being cleaned up.
Is there a way to be sort of stealthy about hitting each floor, or?
Master Magnus has taken the lead, and he's kind of indicating you guys should stay like 10 stairs behind him.
Okay, cool.
But he also he says just so you guys know, until we get to the 15th floor, I'm not that concerned. There's been students and professors,
right? And we've already been this. We've scaled it
but
ourselves,
he said,
or I did.
Only myself and the 2 other masters that you fought with in Archmage Sermanic's office have the enchantments available to let us into the top 15 floors. It's myself, Master Techton, Master Gendy. So, nobody has been up to the top 15. Master Tetch literally cast some protections to make sure that nobody without a certain spell could come down. So even if there's hostages up there, they can't come down. They're trapped on the top. So he gets you guys to the 15th floor and says, now I don't know what we're going to see around every corner. We've been going up this sort of spiral stair hallway that goes on the outer rim of the Mage Tower.
Is there any way our flying elf can get ahead of us?
Yeah,
And
he says,
is there a way he could fly
you've
around
gotta-
outside or in the
he's
inside
like,
of the tunnel?
you're still a bard, so, I mean, I understand you might need your DOS loot to fly. I would be very careful. He's like, I would admire you if you wanted to fly outside the tower, and I can cast those charms on you, so that would be possible, but you might be a bit of a sitting duck out there in the open air.
Is there an
with a
advantage
loot.
to going up the outside as opposed to the?
Oh, no, I was just having him... I was looking for any way for him to see if he
Every
could
25%
sort of do
of the way around
recon.
the tower,
you know?
every quarter way around the tower, the stairs have a window. And so all he would really be able to do is peek in the window in the stairwell.
Okay. Okay.
And he says that could prove useful, but it could also prove boring and also prove deadly.
That's
He's
not worth
He's like, there's three ways
not
this
worth
can
it.
go: useful, boring, or deadly.
Never mind. Let's keep going.
Game show I'm working
D&D
on.
fuck, marry, kill.
But he does really quick as he senses everybody is less keen on the idea. He says, "But do you want to do it?"
No.
Okay.
I'm of more use dying in here with my friends.
Yeah. Forgot I said it.
He says, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast an aura of protection on everybody, and we're just going to cross our fingers that we can get up to where this book is. This book is on the 28th floor, so it's just going to be a bit of walking, and he's like, I don't recommend we stop on any of the floors, no matter what we hear, no matter what we think we see. We try to continue all the way up.
Open this door.
And he looks at you and says, I sense some irony from you, Tom Doretto. Were you about to say something in his voice? Because I would not want to stop that.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
Yeah. What was it? About what?
Well, he looks at you and he says, but you might hear something. What do you think you would do if you heard a woman's voice in danger on the other side of a
I see
door?
what you're saying.
Oh. Like a lady?
I might think it was my baby. My poor darling lady.
Is it Letty or Nettie? Which is the real...
He says, I mean, exposition-wise, that's a huge
Which is
leap.
the
I
real
don't
one?
think
Yeah.
she's-
The real one's Letty. So you're Nettie. Yours
Yeah,
is
you're
Nettie.
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 He says, well, there's no way she's in this tower. But
Okay, good.
you might hear a trick or a trap.
So I shouldn't believe it.
Well, you said minimum, there's a drow on the loose. Maximum, as far as I know, Dessa could have snuck 50 drow up here.
Is there somewhere we can steal our brains against illusion? And
Okay, I just charge up the stairs.
Okay.
Okay.
Time is of the essence.
Really quickly, I want to let you know what he cast on you, though, because he's a real fancy mage. So he basically cast a paladin spell on you. And so I'm going to do. You get basically more hit points.
That's good.
Is
this on all of us or just her?
Here, hang on.
What do you need? Pencil?
Thank you.
All right, so
Dan, checking
I was
this is
just gonna
brought to you
ask.
by non-diet Coke. Alfredo Coke.
So you'll get a bonus on charisma saving throws, and also you get an additional 10 hit points.
Do we know what the bonus is, or do we?
That's a surprise.
Okay, bonus. Just mark it. Bonus. To remind you, and 10 hit points, even over our hit point maximum.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. He cast some fancy shit on you. And you're
I'm
rushing
gonna
up.
go jump into a propeller
So-
see if it works.
I give him a double thumbs up and head up the stairs.
Okay, you passed him. You're
Yeah,
just
I'm going.
Okay, so what do you guys do when you see her rush past the mage?
Take a nap. No, I follow.
I mean, the carpet's fluffy. You follow her? Okay, so he tries to hike up after you as quick as he can. So I'm going to sort of describe all this directly to Esmeralda as she is sort of getting the first visuals. You notice none of the torches are lit. So for like a floor, it seems real, just like it's bedtime at the top of the tower because the light is kind of filtering up from behind you. But as you make your sort of third turn around the tower and make it a full floor, you're like, oh, there's torches are missing. Like there's not even like stuff on the walls. And all you guys can see in darkness really well, so it's not that strange, but you do notice you're using your dark vision. You notice, whereas on the floors there were almost uniform torches on either side of windows, they're missing, like it's almost as if they were unbolted from the wall. You make it up to the 22nd floor before anything odd happens.
I
at
light
all.
a torch.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. It's lit. You can see a little better. And Pyotr actually thanks you because he realized that he wasn't doing well with the dark and he hadn't cast any kind
Does
of
anybody
dark
want
vision. Pyotr's like, can I have that?
Yeah, you can have one.
So he borrows that from you. And when you get to the 22nd floor, you're like going past this door on your right, Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still dark. The door seems just like a wooden door, nothing special about it, but you think you hear a horse on the other side of it, like whinnying and like trotting in a circle.
It's just Eddie Van Halen doing that thing where he makes it.
I mean, are we all agreed that we're not opening any of these tempting doors, or do we want to see what's going on?
Horse. I don't know. Do we have a
Of course.
Maybe it's like a it could be a portal. It could be all kinds of cool stuff. But are
Or
we
it could just be a horse.
Esmeralda?
Door just
just Mr. Ed just pokes his head out. Okay.
hello, Esmeralda.
Door number 3.
Are you
a
going to keep
horse.
going?
Yeah, sorry, the horse didn't do it.
Okay. You all hear the horse as you run by.
My horse.
Pyotr and Master Magnus do not seem distracted by the horse. They keep going. You get up to the 23rd floor, still dark, nothing strange. You get up to the 24th floor, still dark, nothing strange. 25th floor, the door is missing, and you see what looks like purple and black swirling where there should be a door.
Scarab.
Okay. What are those guys think?
Scarab.
As you kind of get up to it, do you do anything? You're just in the lead, so.
Does it look familiar to me at all? As a spell or anything?
Yes, it looks like it's a portal. And Master Magnus catches up to you. Do you slow down at all?
Anybody?
We're not going to step
When
through
Master
it.
Magnus
right?
catches up to you, he says, "That wasn't there before," and he starts to run past you.
I throw a torch through it, an unlit
Yeah,
torch.
an unlit torch?
just to see what happens.
It looks like it spins for like 5 feet, and then it blinks out.
Should we go in there?
And then it hits Twee in the head.
Ow, my head.
I guess let's keep going. We get the book. We can investigate this stuff
Yeah.
Okay.
later. if we need
You
to.
get to the 26th floor. You only get
Think
one.
the horse was guarding the book?
You only get one more floor up, and you hear through this door what sounds like a deep, guttural, humanoid voice on the other side of the door, going,
They're great.
"No, it does not sound like Tony the
Oh,
Tiger."
is it
It's a weird tiger.
somebody
I
injured?
said I wanted breakfast.
Does it sound injured?
It sounds a little something like,
Should we remember that?
My mother-in-law.
"Do you want to try to remember?"
Yeah.
Great.
Like to roll to remember.
Wisdom. I like doing this because I have all this lore written, and it just tells me how much I get to spill the beans.
Is that familiar sound?
That's what I'm asking.
He's figuring it out.
Oh, got it.
Bodhi, take the lead on a wisdom roll. That's always interesting.
Oh, no.
You get a -1. What was that? You don't even want to talk about it.
No, I just got a 3.
Okay, so it doesn't sound familiar, but it does sound intense.
Anybody else want to
Does
try?
it sound familiar to me?
Roll a wisdom check, please.
18.
Oh, 18?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you passed the wisdom check. You know it's not human. You know it's not elf. You know it's not a race you've met in person. But something about it sounds almost demonic in nature.
Okay.
Would his thing ping under the door? No.
Scarab?
Yeah,
It might show the door if it's.
Yeah, I mean, you take it out, you don't see nothing.
Well, I guess we're just going, right? We don't need to-
Yeah,
We're ignoring and continue.
I think isn't that what he told us to do?
yeah.
We
Master
should try to
Magnus
get
does slow to a stop.
Oh.
And when he listens for a minute, and he says, yeah, that sounds like, you know, either a demon or a summoned creature. I feel like we have left a safe place. This is not what we should be experiencing. That portal is new. This sound is new. Like something else is going on up here.
Demi, why you do this to me, Demi?
He says, I want to, but I kind of want to get this book and get out of
Where's the
here.
book?
28th floor.
Oh, so
You with me for
Yeah,
2
we're
more
still going.
floors?
Yeah, okay.
Socks, clocks, bagels, and locks. Watch
You
your
get
step.
Misunderstood. I thought this was the final floor.
to the 27th floor, and you hear what sounds like howling winds on the other side of the door.
Keep going.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
28th floor. It's a regular quiet door. He
Check for
yeah.
traps.
Me-
Check for traps.
Check for traps. All right, roll to check for traps, son.
Who does that normally?
7 plus. What is that? Perception or
I think it's perception, yeah.
then 18.
You discover that there is some sort of heavy, mechanical, filthy trap right on the doorknob.
Filthy.
It's dirty. It looks like somebody.
Shut it, Ken. Shut your filthy trap.
It looks like an extra large doorknob for a second, but when you start to examine it, you realize like this looks like someone dug it out of the forest.
Weird.
Yeah,
Like.
Can
is
you
it
disarm
like a
it?
Mushroom or something?
you can try to disarm it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you do a sleight of hand check, difficulty of 15,
Okay. Where's my sleight of hand?
and if you get under a 10,
Plus a-
something fun's gonna happen.
Okay. 8 plus 7. 8 plus 8, 16.
Okay, so you managed to disarm it. You guys notice as Tom goes up to this doorknob and starts fiddling with it with his thief tools, he pulls this thing and it starts to look like a muddy, rusty accordion off of the doorknob. It's like 5 feet long.
Is that a rusty
Well,
trombone?
and because no, it looks like there is a compressed metal plate that was like buried into the door somehow, and he's just pulling this huge thing out of
Deadly
it.
Jack
and
in
he
the
set
Box
it
was gonna pop up.
carefully
Oh,
on the
yeah.
ground. You're not sure.
Is the rusty
Big fist.
accordion when you blow Weird Al while he's taking a shit?
I'll let you ask Weird Al that
I
question.
thought that was when you.
Who's still mad at me?
I thought that's when you blow Jim Belushi. Oh no, sorry, that's the rusty accordion to Jim.
Wow. See?
So,
We're all terrible.
Master Magnus says that is also new. You'll notice there's no longer a doorknob. Let me see if I can cast a couple of spells and pop this thing open.
I remulated it.
He doesn't do that great.
Oh.
So
Need some help?
he's got some real nice bonus, but he's just like shit. So he actually puts his wand away and just walks up to it and he tries something with his bare hands.
Jesus.
Still can't do it. So he reaches in just barehanded, like right into the empty thing. And you see he kind of peeks through and he says, you'll notice there's magical darkness on the other side of this door.
Cool.
And he reaches into the mechanics of it and he's like, there's new spells on this door. I might need some time here.
Okay.
There's spells that are keeping the door locked. Is that what he's
Is
saying?
there anybody else that can help?
Can I just try to kick it?
You sure can.
Okay. I'm just gonna try.
Do we have any dispel spells?
First, I want to see what
I like
Sarah
this
does.
as Morale's back.
This will be a strength check, difficulty 18.
No.
was
So
really close.
you
though.
thud right into it, and no, nothing. I don't think any of you have dispel magic. He
Hey,
he
Piotr.
says, yeah.
Piotr, don't you know a lot of cool spells? Is there something you could
he
do?
says, not to interrupt everybody, but I would like to try some things.
Okay.
So he takes out his wand, and nothing happens. And he gets kind of flushed. You see his ears turn bright red. And he goes, if you'll just master step aside for a moment, I want to try something. He takes out his own thieves' tools, and you notice they are very long and kind of claw-like. And you're like, what the hell? He pops it open. Yeah, and Master Magnus says, that looks like it's more for this guy. That doesn't. I don't think you're supposed to have that on canvas. And he says, they're just for practice, and tries to blow it off. The door, however, is now...
I give him a high five.
Yeah, she gets it. And then but Pyotr reaches in and he pulls the door open just an inch, and he kind of retreats and he puts his tools away, and he says, "I don't want to go in first."
Fair enough.
Master Magnus says,
The door's open?
Yeah,
It's kind of like a employee party.
Opening?
It's just a crack, and when you scarab the opening, you see that there are some silhouettes.
No colors.
They're red.
Okay, red is undead. Mm-hmm. Let's do this, guys. Come on.
Red undead. Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's make them
You
dead.
open the door, and magical darkness. You can't see other than the scarab. You see some red silhouettes through the scarab.
Uh-huh.
There's
How big
just
is
this
the red?
wall of black. So if you head in, you sink into this
I
black.
toss the torch.
Uh,
Of us.
you hear a
It gets blown
Lit
out.
the whole thing on fire.
no, quite the opposite.
Oh,
It sounds like
extinguished?
it sounds like the torches.
It gets blown out.
No, it sounds like it's thriving somewhere and you can't see it
Yeah.
because the darkness is magical.
Oh shit.
You keeping the scarab out?
Yeah.
You see the red shapes walking towards you.
Okay.
That
way, guys. aim your shit over there.
Okay. Pyotr, before Master Magnus can even do anything, banishes the darkness. He manages to get it out of there.
That's cool.
You guys,
Here, crazy darkness.
you guys
Run me
see two familiar faces. You see Xeris, and you see Rodney. And they say, "Oh, thank God you're here. You have to get us out of here.
But they're undead.
Please, you have to get us out of here."
You gotta tell us that they're undead, right? Because you're the only one who knows that.
If I see a red aura around them, they're undead.
I know, but we don't know that, right?
No,
Oh yeah, they're dead.
they say,
I'm telling you,
Okay.
they're not dead.
they just shake their heads. They're like, "Please, please get us out of here."
Okay, we'll kill you to get you out of here.
No. They both kind of get scared and they back away. They're like,
That's
"Please don't
fair.
kill us. Please don't kill us."
I cast. Let's go against undead. Fireball's always handy. Firebolt.
Protection from
I
evil. I'm gonna.
I lasso
stumble.
them both with my rope because
That's good.
it especially affects.
Oh, that's
got extra damage down there.
This is really embarrassing.
Oh fuck! Never mind. No, I don't.
It's a bonus episode.
Yeah, no, I caught myself.
Nice. Firebolt.
Yeah.
You're gonna firebolt him?
Yeah.
All right.
God, I wish I had a necrotic rope. That'd
Roll
be
for
nice.
damage.
Necrotic damage.
How is the mage reacting to them?
He's horrified. He hears Tom say undead, and he's like, "I don't understand. That's not an illusion. That's them."
18.
You're hitting one of them, right?
Yeah.
Rodney or Xeris?
Rodney.
So you smack into Rodney, and he's on fire, and he hits his knees and starts crying out.
Oh, we're good.
Xeris runs behind a bookshelf.
All right.
Could your scarab
Looking through
be?
the scarab again. Do I still see the red aura?
Mm-hmm.
Look at us.
Push
Could
the
your scarab
bookshelf
be
over
off?
on it.
Sure, I'll look at that.
You notice everybody has items on them that have different
Color.
colors, but none of them are red.
Gray.
Yeah, mostly gray.
Yeah. This is they're
Where is
They're
she?
not who
She's
you think
behind
they
a
are.
bookshelf.
Hmm?
She's behind a bookshelf.
He is behind a
Oh,
bookshelf.
Xeris
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
And he says, I don't understand why you're attacking us.
I pushed the bookshelf over.
Where's
on
the
him.
book? Well, we want to find out where the book
Strength
is.
check difficulty 5.
Killed him.
Wait, that might be an automatic success. Hang on. No, it's not. You can't botch.
I got it.
He did it.
Great. He cries out as it just thuds on top of him, and he's gonna take some damage.
Oh no, David Foster Wallace! Why did I have to be under David Foster Wallace?
Oh, whole
Rodney dies.
shelf. Oh, good.
While this happens, he just
No respect.
crisps out. Oh Lord! And Xeris isn't in good shape. He's pinned under this bookshelf.
I go over to the Xeris thing and I'm like, we know you're not Xeris. What are you?
I swear, I'm Xeris.
Xeris, what happened after you came up here?
I was kidnapped. Someone hit me over the head and brought me up here. But we've been unable to leave. We can't see. We've been blind. It feels like there's
You've
some
also been
force
killed.
that's been holding us in this room.
I feel for a pulse.
You do not feel a pulse.
Where's the book?
All right.
Where's the book?
I put him out of his misery.
Well, I want to ask him where.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, where's the book?
Do you resist doing a specific putting out of misery while he?
We both said where's
Yeah,
the book.
I began to swing, and then he said, "Where's the book?" And I went, "Oh," and then
Xeris is like, I don't know what book you're talking about.
Okay.
Master Magnus says, I think I know where the book is. If I
Great.
can just go through the
Xeris, you're
shelves.
dead.
Then finish.
But he says, yeah, have mercy on him. I think there's something very wrong about what's
He's
happening
already
here.
dead.
So what are you doing first as a group? What are your choices?
Find the book.
All right, you're gonna
Killing
follow
Xeris
Master
together as a group.
Master Magnus. He's like, we got to go to the back. Just come with me. It's behind a gate, but it's not a big room. You know, we're near the top of the tower, so the rooms are a little larger up here, but it's just around this
Okay.
corner. And then are you doing anything with Xeris? Wounded Xeris pinned under the bookshelf.
Dead. We all killed him together, like Murder on the Orient Express.
Spoiler. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's only 75 years old.
Did you say you were going to ask him a question first?
Oh,
Where's the book? But
I mean,
didn't know where it
you
was.
don't need to know where the book is.
yeah, he didn't know.
No, he wasn't hiding the book.
No.
He was just coming towards you when you came in the room.
Yeah.
You're going to kill him?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. It's not hard.
All right. That was fun.
What are you going to do? How are you going to do it?
Suffocate him with my hands.
oh my God.
Hey,
guess
wait
it
till
wouldn't work.
he gives
No,
you
but
a
if
Actually,
hug
it wouldn't
first.
work.
If he's
He's
undead,
undead,
yeah,
yeah.
then
Yeah, I mean, you try and you realize he's not. But you know what? Here, do a perception check.
All right. Yes, million. 29.
As you put your hand over his mouth, if even for a second, even if this is something Ken, as soon as he said it, was like, my character wouldn't do this. You start to do it. He notices he's not breathing, and you feel this moment of empathy with him, where you realize he's just realizing now that he's not breathing.
So I'll leave him alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, he's kind of suffering if he's undead. So it's like
can we ask the mage what he thinks we should do?
The mage is kind of around the corner now. You can kind of jog.
He was
over.
already asking, like he felt pity
Yeah.
for him.
Do you want me to put you out of your misery?
He says, "No, I want to get out of this tower. I can't leave this room. I don't know.
Maybe
what's wrong."
somebody
Who
can.
turned you undead?
Maybe somebody.
I don't
can
know. I got
fix
hit over the back of the head, and I woke up in here, and I couldn't see anything, and I found the door, but I couldn't open it, and I
Maybe
couldn't get
somebody
out.
could redead him.
I'll leave him here for now, and we'll go about our business.
Does
Okay.
anybody have a god they can pray to about it?
I know he does.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I ask Cord
What do you ask, Cord?
to re-undead this guy or to fix this guy.
All right, so you don't have a religion bonus, but I'm going to ask you to roll a 20 and do a religion check.
17
Uh,
plus.
that's.
I 18. I do have a religion. I have one right now.
Oh, that's right. You got a bonus after you met your god on the battlefield. So that's what you needed. So roll a 100, and that's how good Cord's response is going to be.
Come on, Cord.
Oops. Let me roll that one again.
Yeah. This is a special roll. Do it right.
Oh shit! 97 from 24 was the first roll.
All right. So
Wow.
Bodhi, you close your eyes.
Because it didn't go in the tower.
And
that's
the
why you let me roll it
second
again.
you close your eyes, you feel this ringing in your head, and it's almost as if you can see Cord standing on the battlefields of Amina once again with the dead mind flayer vampire on the ground, and you hear his voice say, "Hey, what's going on, my brother?
Sup, Cord?
You want help with this thing?
Yeah, brother. Could you hook us up?
There's something far more evil than this creature strapped to your back. Have mercy on the weak, brother. Have mercy." And that's it.
Okay. So far more evil than
Go-go? Gago?
Gago.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, we know Gago, but so have mercy on this undead guy. Don't kill him. That's
I
what
don't
he's
know,
saying.
but that's what I'm saying. I don't know what mercy is if we leave him undead or if we bring, kill him.
Think about the way he led with that. I think Bodhi would recognize he said there's something more evil strapped to your back. He's talking like priorities too. He's talking like
Right. Oh, yeah. So Bodhi,
he's like if you took
if you kept Gago alive, you should keep this guy alive.
yeah, you would infer that.
Okay, gotcha.
With a 97 roll, you would for sure.
Yeah.
infer that.
All right. So that's what I tell everybody.
Yeah, so let him be. All right, we'll see you later. You just lay
Cord's
here.
a good dude. He wouldn't steer me wrong.
Zaris is basically like, you broke his leg by shoving a bookshelf on top of him. So Piotr goes over and kind of like drags him out, and you guys all notice he's not bleeding much from that leg that's clearly broken open.
Right.
And Zaris is just sobbing and just inconsolable, and yeah.
The book.
Meanwhile, your friend, Master Magnus, waves at you, Bodhi, and says, come take a look at this.
Okay.
You go around the corner, and you see there's a shelf that's designed for drow. You see there's like silver drawings of spiders on the spines of the books and a lot of drow markings that you guys recognize. There's like that weird sort of underdark chicken scratch. It looks kind of like elvish, but it's long, thin lines. And you remember that you were looking at drow books a second ago, but then you feel like you're facing the opposite direction. And Master Magnus says, "Notice something a little weird when you try to look at the drow books?
Yeah.
It literally turns you around. That
So what
spell
do we
was
do?
not here before.
So what do we do?
I gotta take a minute."
All right. Where are you, Blaine?
Well, where am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Everybody. Well, I'll call everybody else into the room.
Uh-huh.
There's a spell on the bookcase. Try looking at it.
With my scarab.
Well, no, just try looking at it
Okay.
at all. Try
So we
looking at the
do-
bookcase.
The only way you guys can even try to lay eyes on this book is to go through a sort of, it's almost like chain link fence, but it's a metal gate you guys have to pry open. You walk around this bookshelf like around a corner. It's almost like the adult section in a bookstore where you have to go around a corner. And adult
Underground
section in a
comics.
bookstore, in a VHS store, of course, not a book. But yeah, you go.
Golden Apple used to have a
Underground.
dirty
Yeah, yeah.
section.
I
Oh,
remember
it's
Yeah.
underground books.
They used to
Yeah,
have
yeah.
them at
Where I got
Chicago
all my cherries.
in Chicago comics, and it would just be like brightly displayed,
So
like
you're
right in the middle of the
weirdo.
room. But anyway, as soon as you guys go around the room and you kind of turn to the right, you realize you're facing the way out again.
All right. Does anybody have a mirror?
Uh,
I have one in my box here. But...
yeah. Piotr says, "I have a mirror,"
All right.
and Master Magnus says, "That's the second time you've had a thief tool. What is going on?" And Piotr's like, "Oh shit!" But at any rate, both of them thank you for the idea.
Yeah.
Because
I'll let them look at it.
Master Magnus takes it, immediately holds it up and says, "Okay, now I see the book. I'm able to look at the shelf long enough and see it." And he goes and he gets it. He
Nice.
just pulls it right off the
nice.
shelf. He's like, that's
That's some serious experience points for Ken.
Good
it
idea.
is. Well, and both these fuckers got a lot of experience points this game. So,
What for what?
huh?
For what?
Well, him for calling out to his god
Oh,
and
do I
having
get
mercy
do I get
for
points
that
for
kid.
suggesting that someone call out to their god?
Sure.
Thank you.
Blaine, you want to fish for some experience points?
How about a couple of points for me feeling bad about killing that kid? I meant points taken away.
Do it. Twee, do an insight check. Difficulty 10.
Encino?
Insight.
Okay. I was gonna say 1.
You do some soul searching in an effort to kind
You
of
find
pull
you
yourself
have no soul.
out of your funk, and you see the abyss staring back at you.
With Ed Harris?
At any rate,
Boy, that third act.
And
is a
Marianne
piece of shit, huh?
Mastraniano?
Master Magnus says,
Everything he does is a copy of somebody else.
he looks at you guys and says, that spell, I've never seen that spell before, but it was like a child spell. It was like a silly spin you around kind of enchantment. And he says,
Like an Okie Fadoki spell, whatever his name was.
no.
Okay.
He goes, Oakendoink?
Okie yeah.
What are you saying about Oakendoink? How could you?
It seems like
He's
he
a
would do something
beloved
silly,
performer.
But he's silly.
He's a local
We
celebrity.
love how silly he is.
He says, I do have someone in mind. Can you guess who I'm thinking about?
Dashi.
Dessa.
Dessa. He says, and that is exactly 3.5 experience points for remembering Dessa. But no, he goes, yeah. Like, I have a feeling, she's really wrapped up in this, and she helped hide that whole drow section, not just that book. I mean, I think she's trying to keep people from the drow books.
Sure.
Because they were in a rush, because they didn't want to just steal them all, because they wanted to do this all under our noses. And he thinks that the sort of demon noises and the portal and all that other stuff were some last-ditch efforts that were put up while we were asleep.
Distractions, yeah.
Well, not distract. He's like, that could be a real demon and a real portal to a bad place, but like, he's like, I think she's running around scared,
Good.
casting spells.
Good. Let's fucking shut her down.
He says, well, we've got
Serious.
we've got the book.
Okay. So we can,
We should head back down, right?
yeah.
He's like, I think we should rush out of here. However, I have a hunch that Dessa is on the top floor.
Oh.
Well, let's go to the top floor then.
Can we look at the book right now?
Yeah,
look
so he
inside?
turns it over in
Yeah.
his hand, and it's got Lolth, the sort of head goddess of the drow, is on the cover, and you notice the book says the bottom
Cooking
of the
with Lolf.
what?
Cooking with
Wait,
Lolf.
wasn't Zinzarina
Top
slain by
recipes for the
Lolf,
summer.
Correct.
the spider god?
Correct.
I'm just looking at my notes, guys.
Yeah, this book is called The Bottom of the
Thanks.
Demon Web.
Thanks for keeping notes.
It's written in simple Elvish. It says The Bottom of the Demon Web. And he says, Master Magnus says, in here, this is sort of a history of Lolth's greatest crimes. And the way this book interprets it, Zinzarina is the daughter of Lolth, and that is why she killed her. It's like a competitive thing, like to keep Zinzarina from becoming too powerful, she was destroyed. But it lists all of the things Lolth did to Zinzarina from that point of view. And so in here, it says what became of her cloak after she died. And he's like, based on everything you guys have told me, it sounds like there's a strong chance Zinzarina is alive. That happens with gods sometimes. You kill them, but if enough people believe in them, they begin to exist, perhaps not in a traditional way. But it also sounds like
With my cat.
it
Like
sounds like she,
Tinkerbell? Like Tinkerbell?
Yeah.
Okay.
kind of like Tinkerbell or Neil Gaiman's American Gods, or he says, or
the
if you don't
secret.
believe in children's stories, she was banished and she was never dead. And the reason she was able to keep a cult is because she was banished to the moon. She is on the moon. And she is
Right.
speaking to these cultists somehow.
From the moon.
And he points up and says, the motherfucking moon. He says it's kind of embarrassing because, wizards and mages don't really spend a lot of time thinking about the literal surface of the moon, but more its placement. They think of it more as a passive presence. And he's like, yeah, this is all kind of new to me, but I feel like one thing I am concerned about is that cave, and if there really is some sort of tying to the cloak. But I'm also concerned for Dessa. If she's on one of the top floors, I feel I should confront her at some point. And he says he says I'm fond of her.
We're close.
He tells you though. He says this might be a little risky, but I want to tell you what I think we should do. I think you should all take the book out of the tower, and I should confront her alone. I think if we go as a group, she'll be scared, and she might do something she regrets. But I might be able to talk her out of doing something that she'll regret if I go
And what
alone.
do we do with the book? Just protect it?
Take it to Master Tetched and Master Gendy.
They know what to do.
They're powerful. They know what to do. They, this College of Gostel means a lot to them, and they'll understand why I wanted to talk to Dessa alone. If one of you wants to come with me as backup, I won't say no, but even you, Piotr, I think you should all head out of the tower because I think this could get ugly.
Let's go take the book to the Tetch and such.
Are we delivering this book to somebody?
Can I
for somebody?
Can I try to read him to see if I
get
feel like I
get
buy
a
his
weird
story?
feeling about him. Like,
Everybody do an insight check.
yeah,
I
because
don't
he asked about the girl.
necessarily,
He
but-
seems obsessed with this girl.
Yeah.
Tell me if you get over a 15 with your insight bonus.
I got 12. So.
13.
Six.
Fucking 2.
Can I ask? Can I nudge?
So you passively
Typha?
don't get anything, but Typha.
Typha. Hey, Typha.
She
You
says,
know people really
This
well.
has been very interesting so far.
But I tell her, I'm like, you know people
Would you
really.
like
In
an
your line of
empanada?
work, you really get people. What do you think about? What do you think about this guy's plan?
She rolled a 19, and she gets a +6 to her insight rolls.
Wow.
She says, he's not telling us something.
I also give her a +6 to her egg rolls. They're delicious.
I want experience points
Six you getting?
by proxy here too.
So she says that too, but then she doesn't
Elaborate.
elaborate now.
I like you. You like me.
Okay. Roll for really quick. Brian, do a medicine roll, difficulty 5.
Oh, the medicine rolls are really
The spicy medicine rolls are fantastic.
We'll get to you next. First, did any of you with this information do anything with it?
Well, I'm just gonna say that I think that I think we should get the book out of here, but I do think we should go up with you to see Dessa. So,
So
He shakes his head and he's like, "Yeah, I just don't want something bad to happen.
well, lots of bad things have happened already, so I think the train has left the station on that one a bit. I know the what has left the what. Yeah.
somebody want to run the book down? Two of us. We want to split up. What do you want to do?
He says, I would not be opposed to that idea. And then as soon as he says that, you hear a buzzing noise and you hear a weird tinny voice above you say, "What's up, motherfuckers?"
Oh shit! Guess who woke up?
Esmeralda, weird, gross pixie, is now flying around.
Hey, Gago. How you been?
Hey guys, it's been a while.
Hey, pal.
You try to kill me again.
Yeah, that wasn't me this time.
Did pretty
This is
good.
a new friend. But you got to start yelling out your name when you get close.
Just like screaming gago gago. That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, try to be more distinct.
Yeah.
It's weird how that very thing would get me not stabbed a bunch.
You know what you should do is get one of those Buster Poindexter haircuts where it's all like real, like a pompadour that goes 2 or 3 feet up in the
That's
air.
a great idea,
That way we
man.
could tell it was you from a distance.
I don't know who Buster Poindexter is due to the limitations of this realm, but that sounds real.
some,
I like the pompadour thing, like motion you did with your hand.
Maybe some nice bicycle reflectors.
Again, I don't know what a bicycle is. A reflector makes sense logically, but you know, the only reason I know the word motherfucker is because I fuck people's moms. Because I'm an asshole. I mean, not that logistics.
Wait, you fuck people's mothers at their asshole?
Well, yes.
Should we send him up there?
To accompany this guy? No.
No?
He's
Okay.
evil.
Well, yeah, but he's helped us
Why don't we?
before.
I think we should split. I know it's not ideal for gameplay, but I think maybe we should split up
I think so
Okay.
too.
for this.
So, he just shakes his head, Master Magnus, and says, I told you could come with me. I don't know why you're making such a big production out of this. I don't know why you're making this whole, why you're creating tension here.
relax.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what
No
you're
one's
talking
no
about.
one's saying anything.
Wow.
Calm down,
Yeah.
man.
And you're
like
whispering to your cook about me. I mean, I don't know why you can't just
I
ask me
asked
to
her
my
if she had any
face.
eggs.
God.
I'm really hungry.
I'm getting light uppy.
He's like, fine. Someone take the book out of here. It needs to move.
Does anyone
take
want to? Okay. I kind of want to go see Dessa personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's okay, but I'm fine to.
I do too.
Okay.
And then
And Gago's coming.
Are you
with
gonna
me.
go down with Tom, or are you gonna?
someone's got to protect the book also and get it to Tetch.
Piotr says he'll go down with you too.
Okay.
Who am I going with?
Can you
Up
go
to
with,
you.
if we
I'll-
split evenly?
I'll
or
go with Tom.
Okay.
All right. So you guys head down, and we'll just pause the action for you guys. Bodhi, and Esmeralda and Gago, and I'm gonna say Typha wants to stick with you, but you all head up with Master Magnus, and at the top there's just this the stairs end in a door as opposed to all these landings that have been off to your right, and the door's unlocked. He goes in there, and you see just sort of sitting on the floor, shaking her head. There is a teenage half elf, just shaking her head, and she jumps up and she pulls out a wand, and that's where we'll pause.
Damn it.
Jesus, are you the keymaster?
Anything you want to plug?
No,
All right.
I'm this guy. I do stuff.
Well, thanks for listening. BrianPosehn.com. Check out our Patreon. Fun bonuses lately. They've been really fun.
Yeah,
People should check those out.
we had our
And then,
first player death.
yeah, and then we've been. Oh shit. Yeah,
I won't say who.
yeah, and we
Maybe a couple actually.
The
We've
actual
got
player died during the game.
we've had some fun
was on the
like
news.
old friends play, but we've got some new friends coming up. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I've got some.
You've been teasing some for a while. I can't wait to find out.
Yeah. Anything else?
I'm doing a 5K for charity this weekend where I have to eat 5 kilos of beef. So come on down and watch me eat 2 kilos of beef and then get taken to the hospital for charity.
Thanks for listening to episode 13, right? Yeah. See you next time. Bye.
Ciao.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Nerd Poker. You can follow us at patreon.com/nerdpoker, and you get bonus episodes from there. And you can also send us anything at P.O. Box 16069, Encino, California 91416. Thanks for listening.